Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at my Gameweek 13 review and Gameweek 14 preview. You know the drill. Again, it was another successful week. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And to be honest, I'm buzzing to just chat about my team. So let's get straight into it. So we start with the defence. Nick Pope returned 9 points. He's two successive game weeks, so he's been really good. So happy with that. Burnley grinded out the result against Watford. Lovely little points haul for that. Soyuncu, 6 points, Leicester, fourth consecutive clean sheet. They're doing brilliantly, and he's right up there in the BPS as well. So had not been the goals, he would have done alright. Lundstrom got a little assist, 3 points at the end, just a bit cheeky. And Ward came in for Janmaat, who was injured. He returned a respectable 2 points against Liverpool, but he did come off with an injury, so that's one thing to monitor. The midfield was half of it delivered, half of it didn't. De Bruyne, 7 points, got a goal. Glad I kept the faith with him. And Mane, 9 points as well. I was expecting him to get some points returns against Crystal Palace. He did. Maddison, he should have scored 2 goals in hindsight. One of them was an easy goal that was given to him by Vardy and he didn't take it. And then also the whole penalty incident, which I'm sure you guys know about, where Vardy took the penalty, missed it, got saved, and Maddison followed on the run on the follow-up, but he was encroaching in the area, had to retake it, so Vardy scored the goal. Sterling, again, should have had a goal. It was ruled out by VAR controversially, but regardless, he looks non-existent in that game, so he will definitely be going out. I'll talk about the transfers in a little bit. And McGinn returned 3 points. He did look lively against Newcastle in the latter stage to get some shots off, but he's got some hard fixtures coming up in the next 2 or 3, so he may be looking out as well. And up front, Abraham returned 2 points. I was expecting him to not score anything, subdued against Man City. Vardy delivered again, 24 points. It's happy days, goal and assist. He's looking the real deal, and I can't really take the captaincy off him at the moment. So all positive on that front. And the team, overall, it did pretty well. I'm pretty happy where we're at, and I'll talk about the transfers in a little bit. So that gave us a game week point score of 70, which was miles above the average. And now the rank up to 606k. So we've jumped within 3 weeks. That's pretty much half, more than half of my rank in game week 12, game week 11. So I'm absolutely buzzing at the moment, really happy with how it's going, and I think my approach of just taking transfers that I know, jumping onto things quickly, has paid off, and I'm going to keep doing the same this week. So without further ado, let's look at the game week 14 transfers and the game week 14 team. So taking 2 transfers at the moment, and I've already done them, which is a bit risky with Champions League, but I feel like I had to just get ahead of the price rises. Sterling to Son, Jose Mourinho comes straight in to Spurs, and Son and the attack in general just looks so much better. As a Spurs fan, it was actually enjoyable to watch the game, and Son got a goal and assist on the weekend, so he looks like a spicy differential. It's only about 10% owned, I think, at the moment, but obviously people will catch on to his. I expect him to be probably around the 15% mark by the deadline. But yeah, Sterling for 12 million. I think if his last season is 9 million, I probably would keep him. But for 12 million, it's just not serving it well. It's like Salah. It's not good value for money. So Son's coming in. And with the funds, McGinn is going to go to Pulisic. I wanted a Chelsea attacker. They're playing West Ham at home. West Ham are in abysmal form. Chelsea attacking wise are brilliant. So I'm expecting goals there. And Pulisic has been explosive. Really good asset. Playing more advanced than Mason Mount. I did have Mason Mount. But I think he's playing in a slightly reduced role. He's still getting shots off, but they're not as pivotal, whereas Pulisic is getting into the box, having shots off. And yeah, Chelsea's fixtures are great, so double up on him and Abraham should be good. So those 2 transfers I've already done. Obviously the Champions League, I'm going to guess that probably both of them will play a part in midweek, but some maybe less so to play Olympiacos, so he might be rested, but it's a risk that I'm willing to take because Son's already had a price rise. Pulisic I think is going to rise tonight at the time of recording, or maybe tomorrow. And he plays Wednesday, so I had to just get ahead of it, get the price changes. So with that being said, look how the team is lining up for next week. Defensively, we're a bit thin at the moment. Pope's got Palace at home, is a good fixture on paper. Soyuncu Everton at home, good fixture. Lundstrom Wolves away, all good fixtures. But it's that third defender. Matip on my bench is injured. Janmaat has got a knee injury, and there's potential for the inflammation might not go down. So I have to keep an eye on that. And Ward's had another injury, so we're a bit light at the moment. I don't want to take a points hit for a defender because I just don't think it's worth it at the moment. But I feel like Matip will probably be my next transfer out, and getting some more defensive coverage in the team. But Soyuncu, Lundstrom, Pope. I'm all expecting returns from them. They're all doing very well at the moment. On to the powerhouse midfield that you see before you. I'm really happy with this midfield. De Bruyne, Newcastle away. Better value than Sterling in my opinion. And I don't think he's going to get rotated as well. So hopefully he can get a little cheeky points return. Mane, Brighton at home. On paper it's a good fixture. And with Salah's injury, Mane should be the main man yet again. Brighton conceding chances, which is good news for us. So Mane getting the team some. Maddison, Everton at home. Everton, I mean, I'd have to say much about them. They're doing absolutely awful at the moment. So Leicester on fire should do something against them. Son, Bournemouth at home. Again, Bournemouth defensively in recent weeks have been weak. So he should be looking to get some points return there. Pulisic, West Ham at home. Likewise, all awful. Just awful. West Ham are awful at the moment. So I'm expecting a bit of a riot for Chelsea, in my opinion. So that midfield, I'm expecting all of them to return points this week. If they don't, I'll be surprised, but it looks solid. On to the strikers, Abraham and Vardy, two really nice home games each. As you can tell, this team's got a lot of home games this week. So it's weird. The trend this week was that the away team was winning, but I think Gameweek14, I think the home teams are going to be winning. Abraham and Vardy both getting points of fun at the moment, so should be really good. The bench is a bit like Connolly should be back for the game, so that'd be good coverage in terms of attacking in case anyone gets benched. But Yamat and Matip, I'm not holding out anything for them, and obviously with Ward, so I may be playing with 10 Met players, but I think the attacking potential from the attacking players should cover the points. So the captaincy is Vardy. I can't really choose anyone else, to be honest. 3 weeks in a row, call me boring, but he's returning points to me. That's all that matters. Abraham is a strong vice-captain option in my opinion. I think he's going to do well against West Ham. But Vardy, Everton at home, it just looks set up to be a goals fest. Everton can turn up on occasions, but I feel like with Marco Silva, it's just too inconsistent to make sure that they do well against Leicester. So I think Leicester could definitely destroy them, especially at home. Vardy's turf, he loves it. So that's the team. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my Twitter, Captain FPL1. I will post my final team before the deadline. And like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good luck for Gameweek 14.